over to China to scout these guys?
Not me. I can tell you that.
Do you know who it was that went over there?
No, I really don't.
Okay.
No idea.
3-for-1 deal.
You can watch film, you know, these days. You don't actually have to travel.
Well, I thought you
go
want
see
to
them.
get up close and personal.
Yeah, I think not, but you never know.
So they don't have golf courses.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
You talked a little bit yesterday about, in that Portland game, Terrence got out of his role a little bit. Now that it looks like he's going to be here for a little while. Would you talk to him a little bit about exactly what you guys want?
Not at all. No, I'm joking. Of course not. Yeah, I like the way he's played. Minus one game. And now that he's going to be here, we have a chance to hopefully turn him into a player that we think he could be.
What about him made you, and maybe it was going back before this, think that he could be a backup point guard?
Well, I saw him this summer. He came in and worked out with us for a week, and just in pickup games and just watching him the way he played, you really felt even in those situations that he's more point than two. I don't think he's ever going to be a great scorer in our league, but he can be a great playmaker.
Doc, you said that you hope that he can be what you hope he can be, what you want him to be. What is that?
A point guard, just a solid player. And looking to, we'd be nice if we found a superstar, but there's very few of those in the entire league. So we just looking for a solid player.
The guys that you've brought in on 10-day stop all have some level of NBA experience. Were they on the radars before they went to China?
No, because we were healthy. Really.
No, I mean not just this year, I mean just in general.
No, I mean, they may have been on Danny's and those guys, but honestly, guys, I don't, you think you know me, but now I'm looking at the guys we have in the gym, not guys that are in China, so I'm kind of focused on that, and, because of the injuries, we had to look around, and that's where we went.
You've had a lot of roster turnover in past years at this point in the year. What's the sort of biggest thing you got to deal with?
Well, this is different because a lot of them are young, and a lot of them really haven't established themselves as players yet. Where in the past, the P.J. Browns and the Gary Paytons or whoever else we've brought in have pretty much established themselves. You knew who they were, and I thought those were easier. This is a different situation.
Doc, is sharing the ball, philosophy that obviously you guys had to adapt and have done so successfully. Does that make it easier for these guys to fit into the system and vice versa?
I haven't thought of it, but probably, because they don't necessarily, it's not just, one play or the execution part of it. We're spreading the floor, we're moving it to the open guy, and that I would think would make it easier for them, but I haven't thought about it.
What's part of Jeff Green's game has improved the most this year?
I don't know. I just think he's more aggressive offensively. I think his offensive game has improved the most. If we just go on with the two-answer, offense or defense, I think it's clearly his offense. He's shooting the ball a little bit better. I think his post game, he has a counter move. And I think he's taking the ball up the dribble far more and bringing the ball up. So I think a lot of things that he's improved on.
Do you think he's where he was before in certain?
I think he's in front of that, at least with us. I can't answer, the Oklahoma part of that, but with us, I think he's past that.
Are you comfortable putting White and Randolph out there tonight, obviously, after just a shoot around in the practice?
Well, I would rather put Kevin and Brandon Bass and Jeff Green out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Someone else asked me that earlier, and I said, guys, we're bringing them in to fill our bench and to help us if we need it. I'm not bringing guys in to take any of those other guys' spots, So obviously, if one of them comes in and help us, that's good. But that's their role, to be ready to play and be ready if they're not playing to understand what we're doing.
Do you feel confident putting Terrence in that point guard spot?
At times, Murph, I just think it depends. Again, I keep going back to the guys we're playing have been doing pretty well. So I don't really want to sub out Courtney Lee and all the other guys. But if we have to, I feel fine with that.
What did you see out of DJ White yesterday?
He looked good. We had to remind him that he could shoot. But he's athletic. He's longer than I thought. I always thought he was a little shorter than that personally. I'd seen him at Indiana and in our league. I just remembered him shorter. So I liked it. I like what I saw yesterday. This is great. Thank you, guys.